I told you that $10, the same $10 you spent this morning on a coffee you didn't even finish, could quietly change the course of your financial future? Would you believe me? Here's a better question. What if you saved that $10 every single day for the next 10 years? Would you be rich? Would it even matter? Well, let's find out. But before we dive into the numbers, let's make one thing clear. This video isn't just about math. It's about mindset. It's about the kind of future you're building or letting slip away. Because 10 years from now, you'll either look back in gratitude or regret. And after what I show you today, you'll never see $10 the same way again. Let's strip it back to basics. $10 saved per day times 365 days equals $3,650 per year. Over 10 years, that's $36,500. That's not small change. That's a brand new car, a down payment on a house, an emergency fund so solid it laughs at unexpected bills. Now, pause and really imagine what $36,500 feels like in your hands. You didn't win the lottery. You didn't work overtime. You didn't launch a business. You just said no to one small impulse a day and said yes to your future. Still think $10 doesn't matter? Or as I like to call it, the price of procrastination. But wait, we're just getting started. Because what happens when that same $10 is invested? That's where things get exciting. Now let's say you invested that daily $10 into a low-cost index fund, earning an average return of 7% annually. A conservative estimate based on decades of market data. Guess how much your $10 a day habit grows into over 10 years? Not $36,500, but just over $52,000 with no extra work, no complicated strategies, just time plus consistency plus compound growth. Now here's the kicker. If you earn closer to 10% returns, which some portfolios average, you're looking at over $63,000. Let me say that again. You went from $36,000 saved to over $60,000 invested, without increasing your daily amount by a single penny. All you did was give it time and a better home. Still think skipping that coffee wasn't worth it? By the way, is your $10 working for you right now? Or just quietly disappearing? Here's the dangerous part. Most people won't start saving today. They'll say, I'll start when I make more. I'll start next year. $10 isn't enough to matter anyway. But time doesn't wait, and neither does opportunity. Every year you wait could cost you thousands in future growth. That's not fear-mongering, that's math. If you start saving at 30, you might end up with $50,000. Start at 20? You could double that. The emotional cost? It's waking up at 40 and realizing you've been working hard, but building nothing. It's being stuck in a cycle of paycheck to paycheck, while $10 decisions stacked up into thousands of dollars lost. So, if not today, then when? This isn't just about saving or investing, it's about identity. When you save $10 a day, you're not just growing your bank account. You're proving to yourself that you're someone who builds, plans, and leads. Wealth isn't a number, it's a habit, a mentality. You're not depriving yourself, you're designing your future, one small win at a time. And let's be honest, doesn't that feel more empowering than another fast food order you'll forget in 10 minutes? This is how wealthy people think, not in lump sums, but in systems. And you're becoming one of them, starting with just $10. But what if I told you this isn't even the best part? Let's look past the 10-year mark, because by then, you're not just sitting on a pile of money. You've built momentum, systems, discipline. At that point, it's not about can you save and invest? It's what else can you do? Launch a business, buy real estate, retire early, help family, take control. Here's the beautiful secret. The first 10 years are the hardest. The next 10, the money works harder than you do. But only if you start. Only if you stop thinking of $10 as just $10 and start treating it like the foundation of your legacy. And if you think the numbers I shared today are impressive, wait until you see what happens over 20 or 30 years. That's where true generational wealth begins. You don't need to be rich to start saving $10 a day. But saving $10 a day, that's how you start becoming rich. You've seen the raw math, you've seen the power of investing, and now you've seen what's possible. The only thing left to decide is, will you keep spending blindly or start building with intention? Your future self is waiting. And trust me, they'll thank you for watching this video. But don't stop here. Click the video on your screen now to learn how compounding can turn even a small investment into $1 million outcome. Yes, $100 can grow into $1 million. I'll show you exactly how. Watch now, and let's take your wealth to the next level. This is where the real magic begins. Let's build your legacy, $1 at a time.